Hello and welcome back to Boyster, and this is a custom zombie map, Cheese Cube Unlimited, the one with the Iron Man, which is right at the top of the stairs, which a lot of people are struggling with this one, and that's myself included, so I've managed to do this in only 15 minutes, that's right to the top, and so I'm going to show you how I did, and what I did, and what my strategy was, because I've failed at least 50 times on this. It's such a frustrating map, you just fall off and you've no ammo or anything, so this is the best strategy to use, I feel anyway. So I'll talk you through it if you want to stick around and learn how to do it, because it really is a frustrating map. So what you got to do really is get the 3 parts which are in the first room and put the power on. Now what I've done there, I've taken that gun off the wall, which is the Cap 40. Now I'm trying to kill all these as quick as I can before the old black stuff comes out the floor. So hopefully, I mean, you should really restart in case you don't get a drop. You need some sort of perk or the Pack-a-Punch, which is a drop anyway, which you can get. So I always take the quick revive, because if I get a perk drop here, then I'll be pretty pissed off if I get quick revive. If you get jug or speed, you're laughing. Alright, so excuse me, so here we are. So basically trying to smash this round in. Just throw your nades, don't worry about your points. Like I say, that's the drop you're after. You see, now when you get this gun, you get 450 bullets. It's called the Dual Grater. Great names on this. It's a great map, to be honest with you. Like I say, I failed so many times. It took me ages to do it, and where to stand and do everything. So if you follow what I do, or basically take a few tips off it, then you'll be fine. So that's the gun you want to start with. You're going to use that all the way to the top. Like I say, 'cause there's so much ammo in it. I'm going to also get as well Flopper. Now, a lot of people run past this. I have watched a few videos on there, and they're struggling at round 7 or 8 and falling off, and they just can't do it, you know. Even on co-op, 3-4 players, it's really difficult. So you need to do it properly, and then when you're at the top, you can, you know, have a look round, put the suits on. I've been in all the suits, I've tried them all, got a pretty decent round on it as well. The ending's great if you haven't seen it. There's plenty of videos on there of the ending. So here we are, we're still in this corner, just trying to rack up the points really. So the first door is 2,000. The doors are so expensive as well. The 2,000, 4,000. 8,000, and when you get to the top, you're like, yes, I've done it, and it's 10,000. So you're like, oh my days, I'm going to afford this, because, you know, there's a certain perk on here called Double Dew. You need to get that as well, because that's double your points. If you don't get that, you're going to be in trouble. And like I say, Flopper. Why get Flopper? You'll see later on. I mean, if you don't have it, you're practically dead, because what's he called? The fire zombie, we'll just call him that. He turns up, and if you don't, you know, if you get too close to him, he explodes, and he's got such a big radius of, you know, killing you. And also, when the zombies run through the fire, you get points for it as well, you know, and it will kill them. So, Flopper is so important, in my opinion, anyway. I just don't see any other way without it that, you know, that you can survive. So don't worry about anything else. You've got this gun, and it will cover you for everything. You can also throw nades, cock nades, stand on a nade, and it won't kill you with this Flopper. So it's really good to have. I think I'll show it you in a second, don't I? I can't remember. I was going to do a live comms, but I couldn't get around to it due to all the fails and frustration. But I wish I'd have done it on this one anyway. So like I say, if you get a nade, watch this. Look, you can throw it, you can sit on it, and it won't kill you. So if you get trapped somewhere and there's a few coming and you've no ammo, just throw a few nades out, you'll be absolutely fine. So it's a great little tip, that. So all I'm going to do here is get enough to open that door, then I'm going to go and camp at the MP40. Excuse me. At the MP40, yeah. And you want to keep that gun, because it is the main cheese gun. And there's certain signs around the map that will give you an extra 2,000 points when you need it, and you know, you might just need them to open a door. So there I am trying to open the door. By the way, these doors are a bit funny to open. You stand in front of them and you can't open it, and stupid things like that. So here I am, I'm off, look. I'm heading up to the MP40. So I don't want to take that nuke just yet, because I need the points. Double Dew is in there. So you haven't got too far to go, to be honest with you. So come on, boys, get up to the MP40. We'll take that double points as well. Come on, up the stairs. There's a good boy. Be careful you don't fall off. Right, MP40 is just on the wall there, so I'm going to swap out that gun for this. Now this is the gun, if you can get this packed, it'll pretty much hold them off all the way to the top. And it's pretty powerful as well. Once you get double tap and speed cola, you're laughing. But I didn't get speed on this. It didn't give it me once, I can't believe it. But we managed without it anyway. So apologies if it's a little bit laggy in some places. It's just a, I don't know, it's World at War. My computer just can't handle it in certain places. But you can see what I'm doing anyway. I'm trying to rack up the points here. I still haven't got Jug yet, if you notice. So you're pretty safe anyway. Look, this MP40 will kill them. Alright. Any trouble you can swap out to the cap like this, look. And just absolutely smash them. So when you've got your double G as well, you know, it's even better. So many points. So what have we got here? 2,850. So we're just trying to get a crawler here so I can go and get my Jug. And can't afford double G yet because it's 4,000. So just round here you'll see me shoot this sign. Now I think there's, how many is there? I think there's 5. Yeah, watch this, look at this fire dude. Boom, if you haven't got flopper, you're dead. Now he comes about 4 or 5 times in the map. There's double G just there. You see this sign? 2,000 points for that, and there's 5 of them, so it comes in really handy. So it's enabled me to go and get my Jug, look. There we go. So we're happy, very happy. That step always, I've fallen down that step many times. So all we're going to do now is camp this spot again. We've got loads of ammo. We've got this good gun here. Double G, look at that, happy days. That saved me 4,000. So you can literally rack up the points due to double points with this. What else is to say now? Nothing really. We've just got to rack them up. Excuse the pun. I'll just have a talk of me. I'm on one of these vapor sticks, so you might hear me puffing. Look at this. If you haven't got flopper, you're back in the lobby. You can start again, so you must get it. That's your pack a punch. So we're going to take that for the MP40 as well. And you're laughing. You're all set. All you're waiting for now is you double tap and you speed cola and just rack the points up and get to the top. One thing you must do as well is when you decide to go, I think, oh by the way, I think you need about 30k from here to rack up. So try and get a crawler when you've got enough money to go to the top, because it's near enough impossible with all the zombies chasing. You just get flustered and you'll fall off, or something stupid will happen, or one will spawn under your feet. On this map, some of them do spawn under your feet and you just can't move for like 3 or 4 seconds. I've been trapped many times. But anyway, let's get back into the gameplay. So we've got this gun. How many points are we on now? 5,000. The MP40 on this is so powerful, so I recommend keeping this as well. So it's just a case of racking them up now. Just having a puff on my crack pipe. It's one of those vapor sticks. Have you seen them? I gave up smoking 1.5 years ago. Best thing I ever did. Only cost me £10 a month now as opposed to £70 a week. So you can do the maths on that one. But they're really good. All sorts of flavours as well. I think I'm on blueberry or blackberry now or something. So anyway, useless information. If you're still here, hello. I know we're 9 minutes into the video, but I wish someone's, like all the videos that I do, I wish somebody does like a tutorial to help you, because there's a lot out there and they just skip rounds and they show, oh, I forgot to buy this and I should have done that and I should have done this. I'd rather just talk you through it and then you can do it yourself, because later on at the top in the Iron Man room, it's brilliant. You can try on all the suits and everything and see the ending yourself. I think it's better to do it yourself, you know, and see how it is instead of just watching the video going, oh yeah, it doesn't look too difficult. But this map has been an absolute nightmare for me. Like I say, I've had 50 attempts, probably more if I'm perfectly honest, just through silly fails until I did this proper strategy. Because you can open doors now and run and go through, and then you've got the the moving steps, which are a nightmare if you're in between the rounds. It's just impossible. So you get a nice double point. Look what we're on here as well. Look, we're on round 10 in 10 minutes, and we've got what, nearly 19,000 points. But you can see the old black stuff, it's creeping up, so we will have to move soon. If you go in that stuff, by the way, you're dead, even with a quick revive. The circle that is on the that you pick up, it's like a drop, but that's infinite power when you're in the suits. I didn't know that because it was always around, and everyone's going, "What's this perk? What does it do?" That's what it is. It's infinite power. So what are we on now? Coming up for 20 grand. I mean, you could have done this like I did 20 or 30 times and just not getting anywhere. You're thinking, for fuck's sake, I keep dying. What is going on? I promise you, if you do this, this is the fastest time that anyone's ever uploaded. They're all, I've seen people do it in 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes to get to the top. You're having a laugh. Boyster has done it in 15 minutes, straight to the top. That's what you want to do. Oh, hang on a minute, I've got a text message. What the fuck's that? No one, never mind. Right, so here we are. So what I could do with now is a crawler. Look, I'm getting up for 27,000. So I'm off. I think there's a couple of runners. I need to get this crawler. This is funny, this, look. I just can't get one with him. I should have thrown a few nades earlier, so just be careful of this because I want to get to the top now. I could have just done it quicker now. I've ended the round, but never mind. So be careful on the steps. You will see, look at this here to the left. I missed a leg. I only went and missed a leg on this run. He's there. Look, I noticed when I got to the Ironman, you put all the parts in, and I bloody well missed it. I couldn't believe it. But like I say, I can do it in 15 minutes now as opposed to anyone else doing it in 30 or 40 minutes. There's some crawlers. Look what I need to get to the top. Look at them, they hit you hard as well, don't they? There's the big sign in front of you, the old cheese sign, which will give you 2,000. I get right to the top, well, in a couple of minutes actually, and if you're sure at the last door there is one of those, you have to look for it. Look at that again. Just can't stress enough, without flopper, that's the end of the game, so you're starting again. It's pathetic. There we are, just racking the 2,000 up, so that's putting us up to 30k we're coming up to. So it's not too bad, is it? We're coming up to 13 minutes as well, if that, for round 12. Now this is what you want to do. You don't want to be spending all day on this, honestly. I can't believe I've been rabbiting on for 30 minutes as well. Look, there's a sexy little crawler, so now you're free to go and have a look and just, you know, make sure you don't miss any parts like I did before. If I had a crawler, I wouldn't have missed that leg. Now, if you get to the top, you can't put the suits on if you miss it. So, jump up here. You can't really miss these parts now. I wish I'd have noticed as well. There's another one I'm just looking at. So this door is, what was it, 4,000 then? These are the steps. Now, if you're doing this mid-round, you've got a problem, haven't you? You're only going to fall off. Hey! Hoi! Hoi! Don't fall. The amount of times I've missed that last one with a bit of nerves has been at least 20 times. That door's 8,000. You see how expensive it is? Right, look at this sign there. That's an extra 2,000 for you. So you really, really handy. Keep the old cheese gun. Alright, the MP40. There's another part. Like I say, you can't miss them. There is one that's hidden up here. It's in one of the doors. You know, it's like a perk door. And it's in there. So how much is that? I think it's on the last one. We'll take an extra 2 as well. Perfect. This is basically a perfect run. That bloody crawler's died out, look. You see what happens? Maybe get 2 crawlers to save any bit of panic like this. So you're thinking, shit, I'm nearly here. Open this door here. And he's in there, look, the head's in there. But luckily, you've got these guns which will help you. You know, this is why I stress, keep hold of these guns. Now this last door, you're here, you're at the top, you've done it. You only need 10,000. Now look, there's a 2,000 shot there if you need it, and that enables me to get 10 grand, and I'm through, look. 40, under 15 15 minutes and you're in. So all you got to do is end the round, done. Alright? So we're coming up to the end of the video. Just get a crawler and just, you know, do what you've got to do. Then you're free to have a look round. There's lots of things to do in here as well. Put the song, the magic song. There's 3 songs to put on. You can try the suits. And anything else that goes with it. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and I feel this is the best strategy to use for, like I say, 15 minutes. You won't see any quicker than this anywhere. So good luck if you try it, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya!